Bosh. Bosh, 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 bosh. What's the date today? 6th of August, 2022. And we are nearly ready for the bosh in British boxing. Oh my gosh. Look, it is what it is on this episode, isn't it? I mean, we're just warming up the vocal cords again because I believe next week, was it the week after? I'll have to do some Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Usyk in-depth episodes. For those of you who don't know, Chris Andre is scheduled to come on this show to do part one of a technical preview of Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Usyk. So a big shout out to Chris Andre Boxing, who's agreed to come on this show and do that. So really at the minute, these shows at the minute that I'm doing right now, these are what we call learning. These are just learning. You hear Jordan Thompson in the ring. Any of you watching this DAZN card tonight, you hear Jordan Thompson in the ring. Oh, we're just learning. Everything's learning. It's learning fights. Well, that's what we're doing tonight. Tonight's a learning episode. We're just learning, shaking off the ring rust. We're learning. So it is what it is, isn't it? British boxing is a joke. Shout out to Yoki, my brother from another mother who also shops in Waitrose just like me. So shout out to Yo King out there. Shout out to Joe Wall. Yeah, it is what it is. So look, I thought, I tell you what, at the minute, I do feel sorry for DAZN and Eddie Hearn, to be honest, I really do feel sorry for DAZN and Eddie Hearn because it just looks to be going from bad to worse. Like I said, you can't write them off. It wouldn't surprise me if Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury ended up on DAZN, and that really will be the last chance saloon for them in terms of boxing in this country, because I believe that even if Anthony Joshua loses against Alexander Usyk, I still think that they'll try to make Fury and Joshua ASAP. I think there's too much money in the fight. I don't think it's because anybody's scared of Usyk. I just think there's too much money in the fight. So it wouldn't surprise me. We'll talk about that another time. But if Joshua gets beat by Usyk, it wouldn't surprise me if they're still trying to backdoor in the fight between Fury and AJ, because it's just too much money. Do you know what I mean? AJ's already taken 2 losses. They don't want AJ to take any more losses and lose even more money when they do that fight. So I think that fight could happen, and maybe that fight could end up on DAZN somewhere down the line. But like I said before, at the minute, it's not looking too good for Matchroom, is it? They're losing. Genuinely, I'm not even being a hater. They genuinely seem to be losing fighters, not hand over fist at the moment. It looks like they're going to lose Joe Saunders. You guys may not think that's a big deal, and that's cool with that. But it looks like they're going to lose Billy Joe. It looks like I'd imagine he's probably going to Sky. By the way, for those of you who are big fans of Johnny Fisher, Ade is currently on comms. Ade is telling me that Johnny Fisher has sold 1,000 tickets for tonight. So if you're a big Johnny Fisher fan, Johnny Fisher versus Michael Reisinger. Michael Reisinger. Who the fuck is that? Is that the former Dutch footballer who used to play for Ajax and Barcelona? Michael Reisinger. Let me just see that. Jesus Christ. Right, so they're announcing Johnny Fisher. Yeah, when I think about Michael Reisinger, that's the first thing I thought of there. But it's not. It's just some bloke that they flew off EasyJet. Let me show you his opponent. Let me tell you the reason why I feel so bad for Matchroom in a minute, yeah? The kind of opponents they'd be dragging in. Look, let me show you if I can get you this dude, Michael Reisinger. This dude was training himself by punching himself in the head. Hold on. Let me get this up here. Let me see if we can find it. Hold on. I've got to just stay calm while I try and spell his name. Right. I don't know if you can see this on the screen. Right. Let me see if I can get the picture of him. Here we go. This is Johnny Fisher's opponent, Michael Reisinger, yeah? Training, yeah, for this up-and-coming fight with big Johnny Fisher. Look. Bodes fucking well, doesn't it? Hey? These are the kind of fucking opponents they'd be serving up, yeah? Fucking prime time. Do you know what, yeah? I want to be genuinely honest, right? I'm in my mid to late 30s. Late 30s, really. Do you know what prime time was, yeah? Like, listen, 7 o'clock, yeah? 8 o'clock at night, prime time. Bro, we used to get, like, Bruce Forsyth. Do you know what I mean? You used to get, like, Bruce Forsyth. You used to have, like, Gladiators, X Factor, Do you understand? Like, this time of night, yeah, was only for the creme de la creme. That's what it was. That's what you couldn't be allowed on an ITV or a BBC at 8 or 9 on a Saturday night unless you were drawing millions. Do you know what I mean? Britain's Got Talent, X Factor, Pop Stars, Bruce Forsyth. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Do you know what I mean? You had to draw millions. That was the slot that drew tens and tens of millions of people. And this is what we're now filling it with on British TV. We're filling it with this shit. This is Johnny Fisher's opponent, yeah, letting himself get smashed in the head, yeah, with a pair of 16 ounces. Bodes well. Bodes well. So Johnny Fisher's currently coming to the ring. I suspect we'll be hearing a lot more about his ticket selling ability than his actual boxing ability, but it is what it is. You know, we'll see how quickly he can end this fight tonight. Yeah. Shout out to Ade. Quickly mentioned that he sold 1,000 tickets tonight. Probably hear him get in the ring after the fight and go, yeah, you know, we're on a big journey. You know, come and join me on this journey. The Romford Bill, we're on the way to Vegas. You know what he always says? He talks about his journey and then he talks about away days in Vegas, didn't he? Johnny Fisher, away days in Vegas. Hopefully an away day against Deontay Wilder. Coming up in his next fight. I'd certainly tune in for that. But it is what it is. So, Johnny Fisher, currently stepping through the ropes. I ain't doing a play-by-play for this, but we'll just chat. Crazy D3 says, is Laura Woods there? No, she's not there tonight. The Maya Jama killer Laura Woods is not there. For those of you just joining, please feel free to hit the like button. If you'd like to be in the chat, please hit the subscribe button. This is just going to be a couple of mates. You know, I'm not expecting to do big numbers, but I am expecting to do bigger numbers next week. Next week, normal service will be resumed, and hopefully we'll start really making some headway on the subs and the views again. David Diamante is currently in the ring doing the announcing. David Diamante, a.k.a. Iron Man. He's in the ring. Iron Man's in the ring. Fresh off life-saving back surgery. This is tonight's card, for those of you who still care. Let me see if we can get this up on the screen. Right, so Sandy Ryan, Jesus Christ, will be in the ring. So we'll have Sandy Ryan will be, thank you very much, will be gracing us with her presence. Let's just see if we can get a bit of Sandy Ryan up on the screen. I'm a bit partial to a Sandy Ryan weigh-in, if I must be honest. Haven't really, I'm not sure if I've even watched that box yet, to be honest. Not something that I'm really too interested in, to be honest with you. But it is what it is. But I am a bit prone to a Sandy Ryan weigh-in. Jesus Christ, here we go. Get this up on the screen. As they announce Johnny Fisher's opponent. Get this up on the screen here. Oh, here we go. Shout out to IFL TV for the footage here. You get it still. So there you go. I'm slightly partial to a Sandy Ryan weigh-in. She'll be fighting Erica Farias in the co-main event, or was it the undercard? Coming up after Johnny Fisher. So as you can see, British boxing right now has absolutely never, ever been better. Kevin Likens says, thank you for sharing, bro, from America and tuning in. What am I sharing, Kevin? I'm not sharing anything. I'm not sharing any footage. You're just going to hear me basically take the piss and annoy people for the best part of the next half an hour. But it is what it is. Johnny Fisher's currently getting read the final instructions. There you go. Currently the final instructions for the great Johnny Fisher. He'll be taking on Michael Reisinger next. Yeah, what do you guys want to talk about? Crazy D3 says, what chance do you give Mikey later on tonight? I haven't seen any of Mikey's recent fights. But I haven't seen anything from Michael McKinson that makes me believe that he can beat Virgil Ortiz. To be honest, maybe tonight I'll look stupid, but I haven't seen anything ever from Michael McKinson that makes me believe that he can beat Virgil Ortiz. It is what it is, you know what I mean? It is what it is. There's a few people yapping on about resumes again, aren't they? Oh, but what about McKinson resume? I don't know what these dudes are talking about. The funny thing is, like I said before, we know about Michael McKinson. I know about Michael McKinson. Seen Michael McKinson in person, so it is what it is. You know how? This pudding that's in the ring with Johnny Fisher is a disgrace. Where did they get this guy? This guy looks like a walking can of beans. Is anybody actually watching this Johnny Fisher? The man's in his 6th rounder talking about going on journeys to Las Vegas. Man's in his 6th rounder talking about come and join me on this journey. And they put him in the ring with a legit baked bean can. No disrespect. I love, Mark Tibbs. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Mark Tibbs, So it hurts my heart. It hurts my heart when I have to criticize, Mark Tibbs fighters. But this guy, honestly, this is a disgrace, It's not quite Ben Shalom. It's not quite Ben Shalom Fraser Clark opponent level. But, we are talking about a walk-in tin of Heinz baked beans. Joe Wall says, this fella's given Latvian bin men a bad name. It is shocking. It is absolutely shocking, his opponent. We'll get him up in a minute. What's this? Apparently, look, this is Johnny Fisher and his opponent. Look, tomorrow, we're going to go to war. Look. We're going to go to war. Look. We up for it, yeah? Look at John. It's never a good sign when you have to ask your opponent on Boxing Social if they're up for it. Look at Johnny Fisher. Look at Johnny Fisher. Look. Asking his opponent, look, you up for it? Look. Just checking, isn't he? Look. You up for it? Because you're up for it because you've been because I've heard that you've been punching yourself in the head. Look. This is why Johnny Fisher's asking if he's up for it. You up for it because you've been punching yourself in the head in camp and a run up to the fight. This British boxing's a fucking clown show, man. British boxing's a clown show, bro. When have you ever seen that? Hey, yo, when have you ever seen that on PBC or the Zone US, or Top Rank or any kind of card, even on Jake Paul's YouTube cards? When have you ever seen a fighter ask the opponent, "You up for it? Yeah, you up for it? Yeah, you up for this one? Yeah." I've never seen that before, man. I've never seen that before. Right, let's have a look. Sorry about that. Jesus fucking Christ. Remember that? Yeah, that's it. Richard, doing pads on his fucking head. But Bosh, you got the Bosh at the end as well. Look. Oh, Fisher landed a big right hand at the end of that round there. Right, let's have a look. Let's get the Bosh in. No. He goes, we're going to war. Look. This is how he talks. No. Yeah, we're going to war. Look. Bosh. Yeah. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Going to war against cans, mate. It is what it is. All right. If you guys want to... Mark Stanton says he's only there for the free Chinese food afterwards. Jesus Christ, it is what it is. I'll tell you what. After this fight, we've got Sandy Ryan. We've got the lovely Sandy Ryan against Erica Farias. Apparently, there you go. Apparently, this is some big fucking rematch, innit? What are they calling this? Sandy Ryan's only had 4 fights, am I right? Is she 3-1 or something? And they're already calling this like fucking D-Day for Sandy Ryan or something. Says it all, really, doesn't it? Says it all. When in your 4th fight of your career, it's do or die. Crazy, isn't it? 4th fight of your career in women's boxing, it's do or die. It is what it is. Oh, hold on a minute. Sorry about that. Michael Reisiger, they're not putting his gum shield in, so he's got a few extra seconds. So Johnny Fisher's off round 2 against Michael Reisiger. He took a straight jab there. Good jab there from Reisiger. Shout out to all of my DAZN subscribers out there tonight. Big shout out to all my DAZN subscribers out there. You'd be paying how much you be paying for this shit? $7.99, yeah? To hear the dulcet tones of Darren. Oh my gosh! Johnny Fisher with a massive right hand. He knocked this guy out of I think he just knocked this guy over the border. The referee pulled his gut. It's over. There you go. The referee pulled his gum shield out before he even had a chance to fucking... No, pull that off. Fucking hell. You know Johnny Fisher voted for Brexit, right? You know Johnny Fisher voted for Brexit. Jesus, he nearly knocked that foreigner straight over the border. Oh my God. Jesus, Johnny Fisher. You know who Johnny Fisher votes for? UKIP written all over him. Shout out to Nigel Farage. Johnny Fisher's a fucking UKIP man to the core. Man, absolutely obliterated that guy. Look at this punch from Johnny Fisher. Look. Let's have a look. It hot. Well, I'm not even sure if it landed. Clean. Let's have a look. First one missed. Second one, yeah, caught him flush in the chin. So, if you're just joining us here on this glorious Saturday night for British boxing, if you're just joining us, Johnny Fisher has absolutely destroyed this opponent. As you can see on the screen, this is how Johnny Fisher's opponent trains for his fights. Would it surprise you if I told you that Johnny Fisher absolutely and utterly destroyed this guy in 1.5 rounds? There you go. It is what you're saying. Theme says, bro, get yourself the SM7B microphone. Check this out. I actually can talk into the microphone very clearly, but I can't be bothered because I'm sitting here at the moment. I'm laying back. I'm having Marks and Spencer's premium collection, strawberry, raspberry, and vanilla pavlova ice cream. So that's the reason that I'm not talking into the microphone, brother. All right. There we go. All right. David Diamante is doing the announcement. It is what it is. Yeah. Hopefully we should get. I might turn on the mic. Do you want to hear from Johnny Fisher? I might turn on the mic. I might turn on the mic in a minute. Right. Let's get a bit of reaction on the internet to Johnny Fisher's opponent, and then we might think. Listen, Eddie Hearn and Matchroom are telling you this guy's going to be one of the next biggest things in boxing. Yes, Kevin Likens, Johnny Fisher knocked him out, so you won 3K. You absolutely knocked him out. Well, I can't show you the footage, of course, because you know DAZN are ruthless, but it is what it is. Let's have a look at the... Jesus Christ, look at this shot, look. Robbie Davis Jr. Let's get this up here. The great Robbie Davis Jr. He's a white man, but he's got one of the best afros of a white man I've ever seen. Yes, he knocked him senseless. He knocked him out. Not out cold, but he knocked him out. Referee waved it off. TKO. Referee waved it off. TKO. So TKO in round 2. Johnny Fisher is still the undisputed WBA, IBO, WBA, WBC champion of Romford, Essex. Right. Robbie Davis Jr. can't not be happy for Johnny Fisher. Great win and top lad. Next gen show, Johnny Fisher headlining. Jesus Christ. Look, finish from Johnny Fisher. Reisiger got his boots smoked there. Johnny Fisher's a big boy. Fantastic shot from Johnny Fisher. Levels Reisiger with a bowling right hand. Nice shot, Johnny Fisher. He's fun to watch. What? Jesus fucking Christ. Johnny Fisher's fun to watch. Jesus fucking Christ. Fucking hell. Johnny Fisher, fun to watch, eh? There he is. Jason Walker. I thought you died, G. Well, so did I. So did I, innit? So did I. I'll be honest with you. I'm not looking forward to... sorry, this is Tony Benny's analysis there. Just watching on the thing. Right, let me mute this so I can hear what you're saying. Right, so yes, good evening, Jason Walker. We're just looking at the online review of Johnny Fisher. Look, that's how to throw a right hand. Bosh! Those were the best shots Johnny Fisher landed in his career. Johnny Fisher will be headlining arena shows as soon as he's British title level. Bloody hell. So the reviews online are quite unbelievable, isn't it? You know? The punters are liking what they see from Johnny Fisher. The punters are liking what they see. For me, you know my opinion. Heavyweight's a very, very hard division. Some very, very good fighters in heavyweight. There is absolutely nothing that I see when I look at Johnny Fisher that screams to me future world champion. At all. But it is what it is. Right, look, you guys can ask, can just chat shit if you want in the comment section. This isn't a proper show. Thank you to the 51 people that are coming. I'm surprised we even got 51 people tonight. Hopefully, when we start doing our AJ coverage, we will get back to the usual numbers, which are about anywhere from 200 to 300 in a live show. Anywhere between 100 to 300 is what we normally do, but it is what it is. Dave's saying avoid Adam Babbage like the plague. Adam Babbage and Johnny Fisher. Who have you guys got in that one? Adam Babbage or Johnny Fisher? What have you guys got on that? Adam Babbage or Johnny Fisher? Oh, Jesus. Mark Stanton says, With Ellie Brooke in the gym, it's a surprise Fisher gets much training done. I was going to make a joke there, but I've got to be careful. I don't know. I always thought I had more of a chance with Ellie Brooke than Johnny Fisher did. It is what it is. Don't know. I have done some research on Ellie Brooke, and I always thought, like I said, I always thought she was I was more her type than Johnny Fisher. I think Ellie Brooks. Let's put it this way. I think Ellie Brooks partial to the odd can of nourishment. Do you know what I mean? Like, look, I'll show you this. Look. Hold on. Let's put it this way. You went into Ellie Brooks' house, yeah, and opened Ellie Brooks' fridge. Let's just say, I bet she's got a fair few of these in here, innit? The original Dunn's River nourishments. I think she's got a fair few of these in her fridge, innit? Or maybe it's her boyfriend's. It is what it is. It is what it is. Ask her about nourishment. She knows what that is. Ellie Fisher. She's proper diverse. I've got a lot of respect for her, you know. You go in Ellie Brooks' fridge and you see this, innit? Open up Ellie Brooks' fridge. There's bottles of Supermalt in there. And there's bottles of Supermalt in there, innit? Let's move on. Otherwise, I won't be coming back. You guys saying, Ultra, where have you been? Well, carry on these jokes. We won't be coming back. Right, let's see. Let's go over everything. Ellie Brooke and his dad have done a collab on her OnlyFans. No, I'm not into that. Genuinely, I'm not into that. Crazy D3 says there's a pic of Del Boy and Ellie Brooke in a group pic in Tibbs' gym. I think we'll move on from that comment. Darbs UK says, I'm from Derby. Sandy Ryan is coming 4-round KO. Fair enough. I'm just looking at the zone backstage. Dalton Smith is currently in the back getting ready. 1 second. Sandy Ryan versus Erica Farias is about to happen now. They're just showing. I'll tell you one thing about Sandy Ryan quickly, yeah? She looks a lot fitter in. If you look at her in this fight against Erica Farias, she looks a little bit over. If you look at her, how she's weighed in, she looks way thinner. We'll see how she looks tonight, but she looks like she's done a lot better in camp. Adrian Remedy says, "Lol, super malt. What a disgusting drink." You know, so I haven't had a super malt in a long time. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't had a super malt in a long time. They don't sell super malt in Waitrose and M&S, and as you guys know, I have a contract, which means I can only shop in Waitrose or M&S at the minute. That's part of the contract that I have. So I'm not allowed to swatch a shop in Tesco's or Sainsbury's or many other shops. As such, I haven't had a supermarket in quite a while, but I think Amazon will probably do some. So we'll go through here. Counterpunch has hit me up with an £800 super chat. Thank you very much, Counterpunch, for the £800 donation. What does £800 get you in the UK right now? What does that get you? What does £800 get you in the UK? Well, a loaf of bread, in this day and age, isn't it? Well, what with all this cost of living crisis? Who wins, Solakowski or Fisher? Oh, listen, I think the only person that could beat Fisher is probably Wilder. That's my impression. You guys in the chat can answer. The only person I pick for sure over Fisher is Wilder. It is what it is. We're just waiting for Sandy Ryan to come to the ring against Erica Farias. It is what it is. I'm not even doing live commentary, but it's some of the fights that we're looking at. I'll tell you one thing we'll say. Let's have a look at Matchroom's schedule while we wait. Let's just get Jake Paul and Hazim Rahman sparring in the background, just to give us a few visuals. This was rather funny, wasn't it? Let's have a look. You doing a stream for McKinson? Absolutely not. Darbs UK says Sandy Ryan was looking like Brock Lesnar in the first fight, but now she looks the part. Gonna get that win. You do like Sandy Ryan, don't you? Fair play to her. I think Sandy Ryan's personality is a rather acquired taste. Let's put it that way. What would you guys say? Press 7 if you agree with me. Press 8 if you disagree with me. I think Sandy Ryan's personality is a rather acquired taste. I think Sandy Ryan's personality is, for me, is a bit like a bag of prawn and cocktail crisps, isn't it? Prawn and cocktail. Some people love it, some people hate it. It's very acquired taste. You know what I mean? Me personally, you know, if I never saw Sandy Ryan box again, I could live with that. But it is what it is. I've got, you know, she's not a bad looking woman at all. There's a lot worse looking women out there than Sandy Ryan. Snazzy Azzy says Sandy Ryan definitely votes Labour. Why is that? Nobody give Liam Davis a stream, otherwise it will be an all-time immediate ban. Darbs UK says I've trained at her gym a couple of times. Well, respect to you for training at her gym. Well, what's Clifton Mitchell like then? Is that Clifton Mitchell? I don't know. I don't really know how it goes down there. So is the gym owned by Clifton Mitchell, Darbs? And what's he like? And what's he like to train with? Last time we saw Clifton Mitchell on TV, he was walking Anthony Joshua out to move Alexander Usyk, and AJ was standing in the middle of the ring going, "Hey, Clifton, how should I go about it then? What do you think I should do?" Last time I saw Clifton Mitchell on TV. But definitely a lot of experience in the game. Jason Walker says he ain't feeling Sandy Ryan. I'll be honest with you, for real. Not simping or nothing. She definitely has something about her in the looks department, 100%. I'm just not about attitude. She definitely has something about her. It is what it is. That I can't read out. Gaza says, Ultra, I tried some M&S caramel ice cream off the back of your recommendation. I have to say, I found it inferior to the standard stuff. That has to be 100% bollocks. I tell you why I know that must be bollocks. Because I had Richard already try it for me. And even Richard said it's pretty good. So what one did you try? Can you tell me the brand? Because I can't have anybody. I don't mind you coming in and insulting my mum and stuff. I can't have anybody coming in and insulting the good name of Marks and Spencer's. So let's have a look at this caramel ice cream that you reckon you tried. What was it? Was it this one? Is this the one I recommend? I'll tell you in a minute. Just getting up on the screen before we go into this Sandy Ryan fight. Look, I'm going to say it quickly. Sandy Ryan's attractive. That's it. End of story. All right. I'm not saying, you know, I would chat Sandy Ryan up or anything. I'm just saying, look, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Sandy Ryan's attractive. Let's leave it at that. Now, let me get this M&S ice cream up there. Hold on. Let me get this M&S ice cream up here. Can't have anybody slagging off the good name of M&S. One sec. What's it called, Richard? What's that fucking ice cream? I've got it right now. What's it called? Italian. That's right. Gelato. Here we go. Gelato. Here we go. Right. I found it. Well, I found one of them. Let's get this up. So this is the ice cream that we'll be talking about here. Right? Is this the ice cream that you tried and that you claimed it's not as good as the standard stuff? I'd like to know. Here you go. This is the M&S layered. Oh, this is tiramisu. I've had every single flavor. Layered ultimate tiramisu. Look, here you go. Here's the ice cream. Here's all the different flavors you can get. I've had every single one of these. Layered caramel and peanut. Layered tiramisu. Hold on. This is my one of choice. Layered speculoos and caramel. There is no way on this planet that you can think that this is inferior to standard caramel ice cream. It's not possible. It's not possible. This is top class stuff. So let me know which one you got. I'm hoping you got the wrong one. It's either that or it's all that fucking Little Foods burns your taste buds. It's got to be one of the two things. Right, let's have a look. Sorry, I wasn't even watching the zone. Right, who's coming to the ring? Sandy Ryan is coming to the ring. She looks like the weight of the world is on her shoulders. She also looks way fitter than she did for the last fight. She looks in very good shape, if you are a big fan of Sandy Ryan. Hearn says, Michael Conlan has a tough fight tonight. I think he will lose. Does anybody give a shit about Michael Conlan winning or losing? I don't really. It is what it is. All right, let's get some discussion going. Does anybody give a shit about this Jake Paul versus Hazim Rahman bullshit? Does anybody care about Jake Paul, Hazim Rahman? All I'll say is this. I haven't really been keeping up with boxing. I've been boxing, but I haven't been keeping up with boxing. I've actually been doing boxing. Not been keeping up with all the usual shit on the internet. Does anybody have an opinion and or give a straight fuck about Jake Paul and Hazim Rahman? I don't give a shit that guy's not fighting, to be honest. Innit? Who cares, man? Who cares? The best thing I ever seen, and I'll quickly show you if I can get a Twitter thing, is this man here advising fighters on making weight. No, just the fact that somebody like this, well, the fact that he hasn't even got his picture up. So let's go fetch his picture, right? No joke. If you guys are on Twitter, you would have seen this man talking about making weight to Hazim Rahman. This man was having a live conversation, yeah, with Hazim Rahman, yeah, Jr. about making weight, about the importance of making weight. That's all I got to say. No joke. If you were on Twitter last weekend, this man was having a back and forth with Hazim Rahman, yeah, about the importance of making weight and the difference between £1 and £2. Yo, these dudes, man, all I got to say is this, yo, these dudes lack some self-awareness, you know? No lies, man. No lies. This dude is telling Hazim Rahman about making weight, bro. You wonder why I don't do shows no more? People say, "Oh, well, Ultra, why?" I just can't be bothered no more. It's just boxing online. All these online pundits are so fucking stupid. It's unbelievable. Do you know what I mean? Unbelievable. That was the one, Ultra. Tasted like Christmas cake in the height of summer. Nah. Sandy Ryan is tastier. Oh, okay, I'll respect your opinion. But yeah, shout out to Big Dan Rayfield, yeah, for all those tips he gave to Hazim Rahman, yeah, on making weight. I'm sure Hazim Rahman really appreciated the advice on that. So nobody cares about Hazim Rahman. That's cool. Yeah, that's a joke, isn't it? It is what it is. And the two of them uploading sparring videos about each other and whatnot. Who cares, man, about any of that? Well, wait for Erica Farias to get going. Erica Farias is in the ring. If you care about Sandy and Erica Farias, they are currently in the ring. We're just waiting for the announcements to start. Clifton Mitchell's in the ring there. It is what it is. Yeah, so what other news have we had? Billy Joe Saunders is leaving Matchroom. Does anybody care about that? Press 1 if you care about Billy Joe Saunders leaving Matchroom. Press 2 if you don't care. Here's Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn on Billy Joe Saunders' return. Let's scroll this out. We looked at it. What's this crap here? Hold on. We looked at it. We talked some numbers. I don't think we can deliver what he wants us to deliver for him. So we're happy for him to take whatever opportunities. I'd love to see BJS back with us or with somebody else. Do you know, should I tell you what? Honest to God. Should I tell you when I start to feel sorry for Eddie Hearn? Do you know in the past, old Eddie Hearn would never say that, would he? Old Eddie Hearn would never say that. Old Eddie Hearn would come up with the usual, like, well, we didn't want him or we let him go. Can you imagine the old Eddie Hearn turning around and saying, we couldn't deliver what Billy Joe Saunders wanted, so if he wants to go somewhere else, he can go. The old Eddie Hearn would be like, look, you know, we haven't got time for Billy Joe Saunders, or, you know, he's not a priority, or, you know, blah, 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 blah. But let me tell you, let's talk about the fighters that are leaving in a minute. Billy Joe Saunders looks like he's going to probably go to Sky, you would imagine, because there's no way Frank Warren would ever touch him with a barge pole, right? We agree with that, right? There's no way Frank Warren would touch Billy Joe Saunders again with a barge pole. Do you know how much money he probably cost Frank Warren? Frank Warren doesn't need Billy Joe Saunders. Waste of time, yeah? So there's only really one place that Billy can go, innit? Unless he wants to end up on Wazerman Sports on Channel 5. And Erica Farias has made a serious start against Sandy Ryan. Getting stuck in, roughing her up straight away. Let's see. Erica Farias is getting stuck in straight away against Sandy Ryan. It is what it is. 1 of 10, yeah? It is what it is. Yeah, she's getting stuck in. That's the problem, see, when you get in the ring with somebody who knows they can beat you, innit? That's the problem, innit? Unfortunately. There's no sort of unknown, is there? She already knows that she can beat Sandy Ryan because she beat her last time. And she already knows how to beat her as well, so it is what it is. Yeah, so, yeah, Richard says, BJS Channel 5, let's go. Where do you think Saunders will end up? It's got to be on Boxer, isn't it? Versus Eubank, isn't it? It's the only fight he can do, isn't it? As Crazy D3 says, Eubank versus Saunders 2 on Sky. It's got to be, isn't it? Frank Warren won't touch him with a fucking pole. Because the only thing that Frank Warren could do for him is sticking him with Zach Parker, innit? For that WBO mandatory spot. Isn't that right? And I'm pretty sure Zach Parker would get him out of there. Who do you guys think would win in the fight? Billy Joe Saunders or Zach Parker? I don't think Billy Joe Saunders can do anything with Zach Parker. Press 1 if you agree. Press 2 if you disagree. I think Zach Parker could get him out of there. Way too big for Billy Joe Saunders. Way too big for Billy Joe. But I could be wrong about that. I could be wrong about that. So it's got to be Eubank 2 on Sky. Now, obviously, we thought Eubank was going to sign for DAZN as part of the deal on this Conor Benn fight. But I think it's now become quite obvious to people that this Eubank versus Conor Benn thing is just a whole lot of bollocks, isn't it? And that fight's not going to happen, is it? I was really looking forward to that. Gareth A. Davis keeps telling people that this fight's on, but to me, it looks like that fight's firmly off. So I'm not expecting to get Eubank and Nigel. It's a shame because at one point I thought it was really on. A couple of people are saying, Ultra, we're going to get an announcement this week, next week. Well, that week never came. So, yeah, if Eubank stays on Sky, you can do that one. But, yeah, Billy Joe, Eddie Hearn, Lerone Richards is not a big draw. Lerone Richards is not a big deal. What he is a very, very talented fighter. But Lerone Richards is not a ticket seller. But Lerone Richards did a pretty scathing interview. I don't know if you guys have seen the Lerone Richards one. I'll get it up in a minute. Lerone Richards did a pretty... Here we go. Look at this. You guys seen this? This is pretty brutal. I've seen bits of it. Lerone Richards, why I left Matchroom. Basically, look, what's going on at Matchroom at the minute is fighters are sitting on Matchroom and they're not getting dates. That's what seems to be happening. As far as I'm aware, from what's being said online. Fighters are just not getting dates in a minute. So they've got a big stable, but fighters aren't getting dates. And that's what Billy Joe Saunders alluded to as well, by the way. I think Billy Joe sent Eddie Hearn a message on Instagram. I don't know if you guys remember, a couple of weeks ago, or a couple of months ago. And Billy Joe was telling Eddie Hearn that he needs to actually start calling people back and getting back to people. Because apparently there was quite a few people in the Matchroom stable at the minute who just aren't getting dates and don't know when they're going to get out again. And Billy Joe was saying, yo, we need to get calls back and find out what the fuck's going on. And that's what Lerone Richards kind of alludes to in his interview here with ID Boxing. This is, well, I think it'd be best for Rob Tebbett. I think Rob Tebbett's one of the greatest British journalists of all time. But I really do think it's time that Rob Tebbett actually goes out and, no disrespect, but looks at other avenues of employment, because I don't think ID Boxing and Boxing Social, I don't think these places actually make any money. So I'd like to see Rob Tebbett actually go and look at another line of income. Let's put it that way. But having said that, this is Rob Tebbett's latest creation, ID Boxing. And this is a scathing interview from Lerone Richards. And Lerone Richards just basically says, look, there were no fights at Matchroom. He said they offered him a fight with Felix Sturm, and Felix Sturm got beat, so it fell through. And then he was waiting months and months for a fight, and then they offered him a fight in September. And basically he said that if he'd have taken that fight with Matchroom, he'd have been out the ring for 9 months, and he just said it wasn't acceptable. So he left, and he's just scathing about it. Let's have a look at the comments, actually. The comments could be interesting, because he was pretty scathing about it, actually. It's pretty straightforward. So I reckon he'll probably be getting reamed in the comments, but there seems to be a bit of a problem there, don't there, with fighters just not getting dates in a minute. Listen, I'm starting to feel sorry for Eddie Hearn and Matchroom. Felix Sturm is correct. That's what he says in this interview with ID Boxing. He says there was a fight that could have been on with Felix Sturm, but Felix Sturm got beat or something. That's what Lerone Richards says. So it is what it is. Someone says, thought that was Lenny Henry. Do you know what? Lerone Richards, a.k.a. Lenny Henry. Man, these dudes are harsh. I have to say, look, as a black dude who sounds like a white dude, I don't take offense to that, because I think there is something in that, Let's just do a double take on that. Press 1 if you think Lerone Richards look like Lenny Henry. I'm trying to think a picture of... Hold on, I've got to get him without the beard though, man. Hold up. They did him wrong, innit? Jesus Christ. Why did they do that for? Lauren Richards. I think he does. I think he does. Sorry, man. Banged to rights. Lauren Richards been banged to rights, you know. Hey! Big Guala, I'm going to get back to the email, bro. I apologize. Do you know what it is? That's not my primary email account, so I never check it. So recently I've been taking a bit of break. So Big Guala, my brother, I will get back to you, yeah? I apologize for being late on that email response. Big up. Big up. Me and Big Guala actually come from the same ends, believe it or not. I think we're both Wembley, born and bred. Home of the do-rag, of the blue do-rag, man, Wembley. Is anybody watching this Sandy Ryan bollocks? Who have you got winning the fight? I'm not even watching it. It's round 3, right? Who have you got? Sandy Ryan or Erica Farias? Looks like Sandy's boxing quite well. I'm not really watching. So anyway, we're talking about Lerone Richards, aka Lenny Henry, right? So Lerone left Matchroom, so he's out. Billy Joe looks like he's going to be leaving Matchroom. He's out. Who are some of the other names that are leaving Matchroom? Has anybody got any more names? There's quite a few in it that I've gone recently. Lawrence Okole is the next big one, isn't it? He's got one more fight, but they won't let him go, will they? So let me ask you a question about Eddie Hearn then. I'm not having to go at Eddie Hearn, but I have to ask him the question, right? So you see here how Eddie Hearn's saying, yeah, that he's happy for Billy Joe Saunders to go elsewhere because he can't deliver him what he wants. So why is he not happy to let Okole go then? Just out of interest. Does anybody know why that is? Because you know Okole called him a slave owner, innit? I spelled slave wrong, but you get me. You know Lawrence Okole done called him a slave owner, innit? So how did that work out then? Just out of interest, innit? What's the difference like? You're happy to let Billy Joe Saunders go because you can't offer him nothing, but you're not happy to let Lawrence Okole go. Richard says, couple of the 258 guys not happy at Matchroom at the minute. Well, someone said Boaxi's on his last fight. And who they sending that in? They sending him in with Bivol. But in hold on a minute. Isn't Joshua Boaxi got to fight Pascal? You know what? This is why I don't even bother having a YouTube show. Getting your head around all this shit's nonsense, innit? I don't even care no more. I'd rather just go down to the gym and fucking spar than go for all this shit. All right, somebody tell me. I've been out of the loop. Who's Boaxi fighting? Is it Pascal or is it Bivol? Can somebody tell me? Is it Pascal or is it Bivol? Which one is it? Yeah, I don't miss this whole YouTube shit, man. Resumes and all this bullshit and who's fighting who and all this shit. Fuck that. I just want to go to the gym and train, man. Give me a skipping rope, give me some 16 ounces and let me just fucking train and let me like spar with people, man. Don't want to, all this stuff makes my head fucking spin, man. So somebody tell me. Jason's saying it ain't Bivol. All right, let's see. Let's see then. So it ain't Bivol. So what? So Okole could be going. Okole's trying to get out of Matchroom. Billy Joe Saunders is going to be probably getting out of Matchroom. Lerone Richards ain't nobody care about him. He going out of Matchroom. There's a few fighters in it that are going to getting out of Matchroom. Derek Chisora is talking about he needs big money from Eddie Hearn in his next battle. He's leaving Matchroom. I'll tell you an interesting one before we move on. And I say this now. This is no inside information. I don't get inside information. But I'm going to be honest. I actually think that there's an outside of Billum Smith. Yeah, Billum Smith left Matchroom. But ain't no one care about Billum Smith. But you're right, innit? Billum Smith did leave Matchroom. It's a shame ain't nobody care about Billum Smith. I don't give a damn about that crowd he drew out in Bournemouth. Chris Billum Smith trying to convince everybody he's a big draw in Bournemouth. Let me tell you, their temperature that day was like 30 degrees. Anybody could draw in 30-degree heat out in Bournemouth. Everybody goes outside their front door, 30-degree heat in Bournemouth. I could draw 1 or 2,000, 30-degree heat in the middle of Bournemouth. Chris Billum Smith trying to convince everybody he a draw. Get out of here. But you're right, Chris Billum Smith's another one who left Matchroom. Let me tell you one that's interesting. Where do you think this man's going to end up next? Because I think this man, knowing some information, I think he might end up with Queensbury. What about Bomba Clotte? What do you think he... Honestly, I think Queensbury's the best place for him, right? What do you think about that? He beats Daniel Dubois. And he gets straight in the ring with he's the fucking WBA interim champion. Then what? Does he become mandatory for something? Or does he become number one in the WBA or something? Someone let me know. I mean, if you're Dillian White and you want to get straight back into world honours, right? The fight with Daniel Dubois, isn't that the best fight that Dillian White can take? What do you guys think? I don't think it's... Oh, Jesus. Dillian's career is in escrow. I don't think it's a given that he's going to sign with Sky or Matchroom, you know? I really don't. We'll see. Eddie Hearn says he's been made offers. And you know what I said? Do you remember I did that show with... we'll talk about Daniel Dubois in just a second, by the way. Do you know... Do you remember we did that show with Mickey Helliot? Do you remember we did the show with Mickey Helliot after the Dillian White versus Tyson Fury fight? And do you remember I said to Mickey Helliot, I said, don't be fooled, Frank Wong will be on the phone to Dillian White trying to get him to sign. Well, we know that Eddie Hearn's already confirmed it. Dillian White has offers from BT, Sky and DAZN. So Queensbury on the phone to Dillian White. I think if it's Dillian White, that's the quickest way to get back into contention is to fight Daniel Dubois for the WBA. You know, winner could fight the winner of Joyce and Parker, but then again, Parker's contracted to Sky. So, but I don't think Queensbury are out of it with Dillian White. You know, I really don't think Queensbury are out of it with Dillian White. Don't be surprised if you see Dillian White on BT Sport. A bit like this man, Joseph Parker. What's going on with these Ben Shalom contracts? Can somebody tell me? 1 minute these dudes are talking about fucking Ben Shalom, yeah? They signed an exclusive deal with Sky. Next minute they'd be ending up on fucking BT Sport, where next to Frank Warren and my mate Dev Sani. What the fuck's going on there? That's very odd. Did you not think Joseph Parker versus... Listen, I'm glad it's on, and I'm glad that we've got promoters working together. It's brilliant, isn't it? Do you not think? It's brilliant that we've got promoters working together. Frank Warren, Joyce, Ben Shalom, all at the table together. Obviously, they've cut Ben Shalom out of the shot here, but just trust me, he was there. Working together. But don't you think that's odd that Joseph Parker signed a deal with Sky, but then ended up fighting on BT Sport? The rematch, if the rematch happens, the rematch will be on Sky. That's the agreement. Interesting, isn't it? According to Frank, Ben Shalom and that signed Joseph Parker, but they couldn't get him a fight. I was tipped off by somebody that they were trying to do a fight with Lucas Brown. No joke. Somebody came to me and said, Ultra, don't know if you want to know this. Sky are trying to make Lucas Brown versus Joseph Parker. Sam Jones, I put that on Twitter and Sam Jones laughed at me for saying that. So maybe it was bullshit, but somebody did come to me and tell me that. But it looks like whatever fight they tried to make on Sky with Joseph Parker, it wasn't very good. So they had to do this deal. So it is what it is. They're getting murdered for this being pay-per-view. I'm going to buy it just to piss people off. I think I've said, somebody asked me on Twitter, Ultra, would you buy Parker versus Joe Joyce? I said, if they can guarantee me, if they can promise me that John Rawling will not be involved in any way, shape or form, then I'll buy it on pay-per-view. I'll buy it on pay-per-view. But they have to promise me that John Rawling is not involved. Like, not on the commentary, not doing the gloves are off. Like, I need assurances from Frank Warren that John Rawling ain't even going to be allowed in the arena. I need assurances from Queensbury Promotions that John Rawling's family won't even be allowed in the arena. They can guarantee me them three things, I'll buy the fight on pay-per-view. Fuck it. 100%, you know. Very strange, isn't it? Tyrone Wallace. We had a Tyrone that used to watch this channel before, you know. He didn't last very long. Evening, Ultra. Parker went to Sky, but Sky refused to pay him to fight a bum for the money he wanted. There's something happened, didn't it? And listen, I don't really care. about promoters. Ultimately, we're getting a great fight. We'll talk about the fight in a second. The fight is brilliant. I just find it so strange because we had David Avanesian sign a so-called lifetime contract or whatever contract he signed with fucking Sky. 2 minutes later, he's on Queensberry. And I tell you one thing, good old Frank, yeah? Frank, the job that Frank's doing with David Avanesian, Jesus Christ, we might have to have a chat about that. That job that Frank Warren's doing with David Avanesian, Jesus Christ. As soon as Frank Warren's got Daniel Dubois his money, we need to have a chat about what's going on with David Avanesian, because that's going to end in tears. Jesus. That is shocking what's going on there. Yes, Don King has still not paid up. To me, that's not a news story. As I said, I was one of the first people on Twitter to say that Don King probably isn't going to pay Daniel Dubois. We were doing whole shows on it. Even when the fight was on, we were taking a piss saying, look at the crowd, look at the venue. How are they going to get 1.4 million for Daniel Dubois based off this? Do you remember we were saying that? We were like, how are they going to get 1.4 million for Daniel Dubois based on that venue? It looked like they're holding it in a fucking bingo hall, man. You ever seen Coming to America and they go to watch Randy Watson in that church? Remember Coming to America? And they all go to that church to go and watch Randy Watson, yeah? You get it up on the screen. Remember that? Sorry. Google's playing up tonight. Let's try that again. Here we go. The church scene. Yeah, here it is. Here we go. You can get it here. Yeah. This is how Don King done laid out. Look. This is Don King audience for that Daniel Dubois fight. Remember Daniel Dubois fought Trevor Bryan? That's how Don King audience looked for the fight. Don King had an audience looking like this. Dude's out here saying that Dubois gonna get 1.4 million. Don King was running pay-per-view in a bingo hall, man. Don King was running pay-per-view in a fucking bingo hall. Dudes from the barbershop all turning up and shit. They had dudes from the barbershop legit turning up in the bingo hall for pay-per-view. And dudes was like, yeah, Dubois going to get a career high purse. And we were saying, innit? I was saying in this channel, didn't I say from day dot, like, to Dubois? We all know Dubois' check's going to bounce, man. We all know Dubois' check's going to bounce. So somebody said to me, I even ran a poll on Twitter, and somebody said, I ran a poll on Twitter like 3 months ago. You know when I ran that poll on Twitter? Will Daniel Dubois get paid by Don King? We ran that poll in March of this year, bro. March, we ran that poll. And somebody said, Daniel Dubois' check's going to bounce higher than a ball in space. That got me. Daniel Dubois' check's going to bounce higher than a ball in space. It is what it is. So it is what it is. Can somebody give me a score on this Farias versus Ryan fight? I'm not really watching it, but I got it on in the background. Yeah, so Dubois. I mean, I know Frank Warren's coming out, isn't he? He's fuming at Don King, innit, for not paying fighters. But as somebody pointed out, Frank Warren fuming at other promoters for not paying fighters. Oh, I've got to be careful what I say here, but certain individuals are saying, you know, it's a tough pill to take. To be honest. I mean, I know Frank recently's been on his best behaviour, but I'm just saying, that's what people are saying. That's not my opinion, but that's what people are saying in the comment sections. They're saying Frank Warren going on a 20-minute rant about promoters not paying fighters. Some people aren't happy about that, and they're entitled to their opinion, aren't they? It is what it is. It is what it is. Let's have a look. Vinyl Pugilist says, look at Terry Harper is looking rather lovely tonight. I've always said that about Terry Harper. I've got very, very strange taste. Very, very strange taste. Very, very strange taste. Like I said, I'm not a simp, but I am partial to a bit of Karis Artingstall, I have to say. You guys know I'm very strange. I am partial to a bit of Karis Artingstall and a bit of Terry Harper. I think they're actually two naturally good-looking women. You guys think I'm crazy. I'm telling you. Have you seen Terry Harper on a night out? Terry Harper's serious, man. You guys are crazy. You guys aren't having it, are you? I've got very strange taste, though. It is what it is. And it is what it is. Right, so who have you got then? Joyce or Parker? Do you know what? Right now, I'm looking at Parker on points over Joyce, you know? What do you guys think? Parker or Joyce? Originally, I was like Joyce by stoppage, but... Yeah, I know, Mark. It's okay. So I know. Yeah. Who have you got, Joyce or Parker? I'm looking at Parker on points. Joyce just looked way too hittable for my liking. Way too hittable. So I'm going for Joseph Parker on points. You going for Parker on points? Yeah. So Frank Warren better make that pay-per-view money because once Joe Joyce gets beat in that fight, Joe Joyce be going to Sky, you see, and Ben Shalom would have pulled a masterstroke. But I'm going to go for Joseph Parker on points as of the 6th of August, 2022. That's how I feel about it. I feel like it's going to be Joseph Parker on points. Just think, fucking Joe Joyce is too hittable, man. It's got to be a matter of time. But then again, maybe we'll take it up a level and turn it on. We'll have to wait and see. Golden Mike says, don't forget your love for Paris Fury. Let me clarify this stuff. So when I say these women, I say these women are good-looking women. It's not like I would like, you know what I mean? I'm not like one of these simps that would try and chat them up or, you get these simps on the internet who pay for Ebony Bridges' like dirty knickers and dirty socks and stuff. I'm not one of those people, and I don't play that game. Trust me. In my gym, right, in a minute, boxing gym, right? But it's a boxing gym, but it does fitness classes. So you do get women that come to the gym and they don't wear a lot of clothes. Not all the time, but there's a couple of women in my gym at the minute, and they're not wearing a lot of clothes at the minute, which I think is unacceptable because it's fucking gym, innit? It's not a night out in the town, but a few women are coming into the gym at the minute and they're not leaving much to the imagination. Even after the session's done as well, they're walking around in. Well, I don't know. I'm not a fashionable guy. I've been in a relationship for nearly a decade, so I gave up fashion a long time ago. But what is it? I don't know. I don't. Let's just get it up. I've got to be careful here. What is that tight crap they wear? Women's gym gear. Not quite like this, but yeah, a bit like this actually. Bit like this, but really tight. They're wearing stuff like this, and it's super tight. But imagine short with it. Imagine this with shorts, so the bottoms are cut off. I don't know. It's just absolutely ridiculous the way they're coming into the gym. Do you know what I mean? It's just no disrespect, but it's attention seeking, man. I don't go to that. I don't go to the gym for that stuff, man. I don't go to the gym for that stuff, bro. We go to the gym to train, man. The whole point of the gym is to keep these people out, man. But it is what it is, isn't it? It's to come in and they ain't leaving much to the imagination. Do you know, honestly, God, one of them, when I first came to the gym, one of them who's the same skin color as me, actually, no, she's mixed race. I'm actually black, but I'm light skinned. She's straight up mixed race. And I was on the bag. And not even joking, I'm on the bag, yeah? And fucking 2 seconds later, it's like, oh, can I use this bag as well? Fucking hell. Jumps on the bag next to me and starts trying to kick the bag. I'm like, fucking give me a break with this shit, man. Do you know what I do? I just move on to the ring, innit? I was like, time to shadow box in the ring. Fuck's sake, man. Do you know what I mean? Waiting for a class, innit? Because I was training and the class was about to start, but she came early for the class. So I'm sitting there just getting on with my session, hitting the bag. So am I using the next bag as well? Starts fucking using the bag next to me, kicking the bag and shit. These gyms are a waste of time, G. These gyms are a waste of time. It is what it is. You know what we do. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I'm not a good-looking guy, but I have my moments. Let's put it that way. Do you know what I mean? I have my moment. Yeah. It's not, do you know what I mean? It's not like she was trying it on, but honestly, I'm going to be 100% real with you. I'm not saying I'm all that. I'm just going to tell you how it is, honestly. I just had a hunch that if I was one of them guys who wasn't faithful and was to ask for a phone number, then the phone number would have magically found its way into my pocket. That's what I believe. But I could be wrong. That's what I believe. I believe if I was one of them dudes who likes to play both sides, I believe I could have made a conversation, and I believe I could have received a phone number. But we don't play them games. Crazy D Freezes, I hope you didn't tell that story. I told her as soon as I came home. As soon as I came out, I texted her actually before I got home. And she told me the same thing she always tells me. Don't fucking muck around. She told me the same thing she always tells me. Ultra, don't fucking muck around. Simple as that. So it is what it is. She's a Mrs. Ultra plant. Mrs. Ultra don't need no plants. She's like a fucking satellite dish up in the sky, monitoring all your movements. You ever seen that film? What's that film? Enemy of the State. Is that the film? What's that film? Enemy of the State. The man's running all over America, and he can't. Yes, Will Smith. That's what I live like. Will Smith, Enemy of the State. The man just can't get away, innit? Look, everywhere, everywhere he goes, he can't get away. Look, they got satellites on him, GPRS. They got everything on him. Enemy of the State. That's me, man. I'm tracked 24/7, so it is what it is. But that's the way I like it. That's the way. Anyway, Golden Mike says we need to see the Joyce helmet before I can judge who will win the Joyce or the Parker fight. Seeing as you're one of my greatest ever subscribers, here you go.
I'll tell you one thing, it must be some size helmet.
Ebony Bridges has Sandy Ryan winning every single round. So there it goes. There you go. Big plant pot, big plant pot. Big Guala knows. Yeah, Big Guala. It's just not in a bad way, but I don't know, man. I don't want to make it seem like I'm some kind of... Listen, let me tell you, Shevin, I don't know a man on this planet who slept with more women than Shevin. I don't even think Russell Brand himself has slept with more women than Shevin. Shevin's just on another planet, man. So I just tell Shevin, man, you go out and do the business for me because I can't do it, man. So that's what Shevin does. It does it for me. I say, when you go out and do what you do it for me, man. Because for me, I don't play them games. But Shevin's a guy who really does pull. But honestly, I thought I could have got the number. Anyway, let's get back on topic. Yeah, Joe Joyce. I've got Joe Joyce. I've got Joseph Parker beating Joe Joyce. Heiko says Joe Joyce is a real big puncher. Yeah, I know. But his chin is like hung out to dry, innit? Joe Joyce be like my washing. Joe Joyce's chin be like my fucking poo stained boxers. Washed and hung out to dry, mate. Washed and come out to dry. Yeah, Big Guala, he actually came out in that for real. Yeah, on BT Sport for real. Yeah, he actually came out like that with a helmet on his head. Somebody told him it was a good idea to come out with that on his head. It was what it was. Big plant pot himself. I've got a big plant pot. All right, look, let's do a little bit more. Oh, you fucking knob. His bone density. Jesus fucking Christ. This is why I don't want to be on YouTube. This is why I don't want to be on YouTube, to have these kind of stupid conversations. These stupid ass conversations. This is why I don't want to be on YouTube. Ultratech, do you know that it's okay for Joe Joyce to leave his chin out to dry because Joe Joyce has got bone density? Joe Joyce has got bone density that's like 5 times the density of the average man. And you wonder why I go missing from YouTube to have to have these fucking... Do you know what I said to someone the other day, yeah? I said it Sonny Edwards in a chat on Twitter. You know when I go boxing gym, do you know we never have these conversations? Did you know that though? These stupid conversations that you have online. What about his resume? But what about his bone density? What about his best win? I said we never have these conversations in the gym. Ever. They never happen. Those conversations never happen in a boxing gym. They never happen. Yo, what do you think about Joe Joyce's bone density? This shit don't happen. You go in the gym. Hey mate, how you doing? I'm all right, thanks. How's the wife? Oh, she's doing all right. Yeah. Fancy a move around? Yeah. Let me warm up and then we'll get going. Get in the ring, have a move around. Oh man, you're really sharp. You beat my ass. Oh no, man, it's all good. Oh yeah, well you got a fight coming up. Oh, I'm just trading. I'm just trying to keep fit. Or oh, I've got one in a couple of months. Or listen, mate, when you next down, here's my number. When you're next down, give me a bell. We'll go again. We'll have another one. Yeah, mate. Fucking resumes and fucking bone density and all this shit that people talk about online. We never have them conversations in the fucking gym. The only time we ever have those conversations is on social media. LD Phoenix, what do you think of Chris Eubank calling out Jake Paul? Chris Eubank. Chris Eubank doesn't fight Conor Benn. Chris Eubank needs to go and switch off that social media. Hold on, let's have a listen to David Diamante. So Ebony Bridges has got Sandy Ryan winning that fight 10 rounds to 0. Is that a correct scorecard, yes or no? And then we'll have a quick look at Ebony Bridges' website. See if she's selling any more used knickers. Let's have a listen. What? So I'm just trying to get it on here, get the scorecards going. Diamante's taking a good while reading them out. Let's have a listen. Right, so Ryan's got it then. Someone tell me the scores. Ryan got it, yeah? Oh, they've even got Sandy Ryan's mum in tears ringside. Gee whiz. That's a hell of a story. What was the final score on that? It looked like Diamante was spending her time ringing it out. Redemption. Oh, see, they even gave her a WBC belt for that as well. Jesus Christ, what was that? What the fuck is that? Will they give her a WBC belt? Jesus, it is what it is. Can somebody tell me what the scorecards were for Sandy Ryan and what that belt is? What belt is that? The WBC be giving these belts out for a laugh. What belt did she get there? I'm not even joking. I think I'd win a belt in women's boxing, to be honest. I shouldn't have said that, but I'm just... Give me 6 weeks. Give me 6 weeks to train. Give me 6 weeks to train. I think I could win a... You heard a 96-94. So 2 of them had it 96-94. Right. So 2 of them had it 96-94, but Ebony Bridges had it 10-0 to Sandy Ryan, yeah? Cool, that figures. That figures. I guess Sandy Ryan's buying used knickers off Ebony Bridges then. That must be the only reason for that score. I didn't really watch most of it, but it looked a bit nip and tuck there. It looked a bit nip and tuck. WBC participation belt. What the fuck? WBC just giving out belts for fucking... Well, they got rid of that franchise belt, did they not? It is what it is. Right. Golden Mike says, Joe Joyce has shown he gets hurt to both the body and the head. He is an accident waiting to happen, and now he claims to be the second coming of George Foreman. I think it's going to have to be a career best performance from Joe Joyce to win that one. I think Frank's got that one wrong. I reckon Frank's got that one wrong. Frank's got a lot of faith in Joe Joyce, but he hangs his chin out a little bit too much. But maybe I'll be wrong. It is what it is. Let's have a look. Chuck says Ultra, allowing for all the bluster and minor drama, Frank versus Parker. It seems people like George Warren and Ben Shalom work things behind the scenes. Do you see more Queensberry versus Boxer coming up? I don't know what goes on with Queensberry. People think I've got inside information about Queensberry. I don't. Queensberry don't give a shit about me. But I'll tell you this now. George Warren is one of the smartest people in boxing. George Warren is one of the smartest people in boxing. George Warren is a very, very smart individual. He's an individual that does all his work behind the scenes and he makes things tick. He doesn't look for credit. People should be surprised the moves that George Warren makes, man. George Warren is serious, man. He's a serious, serious mover. And I don't think Queensberry Promotions would be where it is. I'm not saying they're anywhere near Matchroom, right? Certainly in terms of the amount of revenue and the money they make, right? But let's put it this way. I don't think Queensberry will be anywhere where they are without George Warren. He is a big, big difference maker and a very, very smart man and a very, very smart businessman. Do you see more Queensberry versus Boxer coming up? My gut feeling is no. My gut feeling is that they bit off more than they could chew when they signed Joseph Parker. Parker probably tried to be a bit clever and go and take the bigger offer from Boxer, but then realised after he signed they couldn't really deliver him any fights. So he went back cap in hand to Warren, and he probably had to work together on this fight. But maybe we can see, look, it is what it is. It's good. It's good that they got that. It's good that they got that. It's good. Let's have a look. There's just a couple of things I want to talk about before we dash off. So we've done fucking what's his name, Parker versus Joyce. I've got Joyce. I've got Parker in a minute on points. I don't rate Joyce off that last performance. But like I said, maybe you'll get it wrong. Let's go through the rest of the news and then we'll call it a day. Eddie Hearn has revealed that they're trying to make Lee Wood versus Mauricio Lara. What do you guys think about that? Lee Wood versus Mauricio Lara. The overwhelming things that I saw in the comments, people thinking that Lara will bash Wood up, but we'll have to wait and see. Mauricio Wood versus Lara. Does anybody give a shit about that? If you do, let me know. A lot of people saying they fancy Lara to win that one. But that's Lee Wood's next fight. Deontay Wilder's back in the ring. Hellenius or somebody else. Michael Benson, you know. You can tell people who've never been to the boxing gym when they make stuff like this. Look, Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury in 2021. Deontay Wilder back in training in August 2022. I mean, what are you trying to imply here? Well, the man hasn't been in training for a fucking solid year. Plus, right, in the Tyson Fury fight, we all know Wilder deliberately put on muscle and size to not be bullied and bossed around in fights 2 and 3. In the end, it didn't work, right? But Wilder's a guy who was deliberately putting on weight anyway, wasn't he? For them last 2 Fury fights, wasn't he? So, you know, I don't know why people get sort of, you know, oh my God, look at Deontay Wilder. Look at the difference. Yeah, it's called training versus not training. It's not something to put around blue borders. Do you know what I mean? Look at Benson, takes it to a next level. Benson out here doing tweets and pictures and putting blue borders around it. I mean, what the fuck, man? It's just, you don't train for a year. That's what happens. I didn't train for 2 years and I put on 8 kilos, right? I then lost those 8 kilos. I've dropped 8 kilos. Well, mind you, I've had a lot to eat tonight, but couple of, let's put it this way. Last week I weighed in at 70, close to 70 and a half. After a session, 70 and a half. During COVID, the peak of COVID, I was weighing close to 78 kilos. I weighed myself last week and after a session, which is cheating a bit, because I had a bit of water zapped out of me, but I was 70 and a half. That's what happens when you train every other day, right? You lose weight. I lost 8 kilos. Deontay Wilder lost weight. So happens when you train. You don't train. Jack Catterall signed with Boxer. Who gives a shit about that? Does anybody believe this shit here? Eddie Hearn on Tyson Fury versus Derek Chisora 3. Do you believe this shit? Derek had an offer from the Tyson Fury camp. Who made Derek Chisora an offer for a third fight then? Because Frank Warren said it wasn't him. So Frank Warren says that he's had no contact with Derek Chisora. Now I think Tyson Fury doesn't have a promotional agreement with anybody at the minute, but you would think if anybody was going to get contact with Derek Chisora, I mean, what promotion was it going to be on? What channel was it going to be on? It's a bit weird, isn't it? But according to Eddie Hearn, Derek had an offer from the Tyson Fury camp. Who made the offer? That's what I'd like to know. I think, you know, it's probably John Fury. A pissed up John Fury probably rang up Derek Chisora in the middle of the night. Probably asked him how big his cock was and if he wanted to earn a few £100,000. And it is what it is. I'm sure that's Eddie Hearn shit stirring, but it is what it is. We'll see. Yeah, exactly. Ben Shalom calling Derek saying he's Fury. Yeah, Ben Shalom. I'm representing Fury. So, who the fuck is who? Name the person. Eddie Hearn. Name the person. Yeah. Forget all this Fury's camp. Name the person. It wasn't Frank Warren. So who was it? Was it Bob Arum? Who made the call to Derek Chisora to try and get this third fight on? Or he just shit stirring? Name names, innit? Name names. I'd like to know who it was. Just for the lols. Because I don't believe that fight will happen. And if it does happen, I'm most sure as hell won't be fucking watching it. Because it's a pile of garbage. KSI versus Alex Wasabi is off. That's a shame. For all you DAZN lovers out there who were dying to pay, what was it? Let's have a look. The DAZN UK pay-per-view price for KSI versus Alex Wasabi will be £11.99. £11.99 for existing subscribers and £19.98 for non-subscribers. There you go. Now that's how much they were going to charge you for pay-per-view on the zone. £19.98. Eddie Hearn, pay-per-view is dead unless you're Floyd or McGregor. Fight Hub, 3 years ago. There you go. Apparently I'm a hater. You see it on the screen, right? Eddie Hearn, pay-per-view is dead unless you are Floyd or McGregor. There you go. There's the video. In case you guys think I'm making it up. Shout out to Fight Hub. There you go. That's Eddie Hearn. Pay-per-view is dead unless you're Floyd or McGregor. Fast forward 3 years, and it's KSI versus Alex Wasabi on fucking pay-per-view for £19.98. Look, I'm not going to go in because I feel sorry for the dude. I think at the minute Matchroom have got it bad. Right, shall we finish up? I don't want to talk about this too much because when is it? 20th of August. And what's the date today? Oh, we've got a good few days to go. Oh, we've got a while to go. It's 2 weeks. It's not next week. It's 2 weeks. Okay, so what am I doing on that? I got it wrong. I thought it was next week. Oh, that's the reason why I'm doing the show tonight. Just to, get used to being back on the microphone. We've got Big Femi in it against Usyk. Usyk's looking huge in a minute. Usyk's looking absolutely humongous at the minute. Get a picture of Usyk up at the minute. I mean, he is looking massive. Usyk. The size of him in a minute. I'll be honest with you, I could be completely wrong, but you look at Alexander Usyk and you're thinking, fuck, is this going to go the distance either way? Either way, win, lose or draw for Usyk, whether AJ wins or not. It looks like there's going to be some pretty big punches being traded. Hold on, if I can just get to here we go. It's my own Twitter page. Let me see if I can get you that Usyk thing. Size of this guy at the minute. Look at this. Can I get away with this? Let me see if I can get away with this. We can do a still. That's Alexander Usyk at the minute. Jesus Christ. Oh, did he? Kate Walker says, Jason says, Alba Boxing put a video out showing her and saying pay-per-view is dead for every fighter. Let me get on. Alba Boxing follows me, so I'll get onto that. Thank you for that. Alba Boxing does follow me on social media, so I will look that up. I think Alba Boxing's videos are very good. What do you think about the size of Usyk? He just looks massive, didn't he? Look at the size of this dude. Have you guys not seen this? He looks massive. Yo. That's Alexander Usyk getting ready for the rematch with Big Femi. Yo, Big Femi said he got murder on his mind. I think, listen, this is going to be some fight. We'll see what happens. There you go. WBA, WBO, IBF, and IBO World Heavyweight titles. There you go. You've got Big Femi there. I'm not going to give it up. I'm trying not to say too much because obviously we've got the pre-fight preview, but I'm trying not to give too much away. But I was very surprised to see Usyk looking like that. I mean, you can see here, if you look at him here and versus here, I mean, maybe it's camera angles or something, but if you look at Usyk on the right of the screen, maybe it's camera angles, but I mean, to me, he looks big. I mean, look at that. Jeez, doesn't get any better. Oh my God. You see him there? Look at the size of him there. Jesus Christ. Yo. We'll have to see, Yeah. Seriously calling him AJ Johnston. AJ Johnston. Where'd you get that name from? AJ Johnston. I don't know why, but that name is bang on, isn't it? AJ Johnston. Yo. Oh man. You never know, you know. You never know, innit? AJ Johnston. Yeah, it might just be a pump. I don't know, you know. I don't know. He looks, I don't know. I'm not an expert. We'll see. He looks big, man. He looks big. He's had a lot of time to get ready, isn't he? He's had a lot of time to get ready. AJ Johnston. Jesus fucking Christ. Of course, yeah, Usyk's showing it free on his YouTube channel, VPN time. You know what? Like I said before, I'm going to buy this one on pay-per-view, innit? Just you know why I'm buying it on pay-per-view, because I'm petty, innit? You know why I'm buying this on pay-per-view, even though I could VPN it? I'm buying it because I'm petty. I'm petty like that. I'm petty. I'm petty, innit? When it comes to Matchroom, I don't mind Matchroom these days, to be honest with you. I'm not bothered about Eddie Hearn. I actually feel bad for Matchroom, but look, I'm still petty, innit? I'm still petty, innit? Why not? Why not, man? Why not? What is it? $26.99 in a cost of living crisis. Fuck it. It is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. Mark Stanton says Usyk isn't taking his shoes off in student homes. Oh, come on, man! You're not slagging off AJ because he took his shoes off before he started laying into them students.
Remember you running your mouth, because when I bring people up here and I start cracking your glass jaws, none of you will like it. When your jaws start breaking, people start chasing you out of this uni, none of you will like it. Watch your mouths, because you don't know who you're talking to sometimes. I know, listen, all that public eye bullshit, I ain't into all that.
Man, you guys laying into AJ because he took off his shoes before he went in there and started laying down the law. You know what? Honestly, I think it's let me say this now, and I'll leave it at this. People are going to sound crazy for saying this. I actually think it's better for boxing if AJ wins, believe it or not. Because I think if AJ wins, Fury will want AJ to win. He'll be praying for Anthony Joshua to win because he don't want to fight. I don't think he's looking forward to a fight with Usyk. Usyk's awkward. I don't think Fury's scared of anything, but Usyk's awkward. I don't think it'll be a great fight to watch, and it'll be less money. I think Anthony Joshua fight will be a good fight to watch because someone will probably be hitting the floor, and there'll be a lot more money. So I think Fury will be praying, literally. Fury will be fucking praying for AJ to win. But who do you think it will be better for boxing if he wins? With Usyk, you've got the whole Ukraine thing. So a lot of people are going to want to support the Ukrainian because of what's going on in the world at the minute. But honestly, I think it'd be better for boxing if AJ Johnston, that's a cracker of a name, AJ Johnston, if AJ Johnston gets it done. To be honest, I know for a fact Fury will be praying for AJ to win that fight. He'd be praying for AJ to win that fight, and obviously DAZN will as well. Everybody will be hoping that AJ wins that fight. So we'll have to wait and see. Fight is just 2 weeks away now, and they'll be wrapping up camp, won't they? You'd imagine what these boys will be wrapping up camp next 7 days max, right? 7 days left of camp, and that'll be it. And then we'll start here, and then we'll find out. Let's have a quick look, do a bit of AJ watch quickly. See, I saw some footage of him with Robert Garcia. You guys are all pretty adamant AJ's getting stopped, aren't you? I think I'm the only one out of all of us who's given AJ a chance, right? Am I right about that? I think all of you are just all going for Usyk to knock him out. I'm probably, we'll see. My plan is the week of the show is to have a proper sit down and look at the fight again and really go through it, and then get Chris Andre on and we'll really go through it properly. So, but I think most of you, I think AJ's going to get spotted. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. There's AJ on social media right now. World Cup chose violence. That's Anthony Joshua. He looks slim. He looks very slim. What do you think about AJ's physique there? What do you think? Is that a camera angle, or is that the thinnest you've seen him in a while? Or am I wrong? Do you not find that funny? Because having all the AJ fanboys said he needs to go back to the old AJ who's with Tony Sims. Well, that old AJ was about, what, 150 stone. And he only had enough stamina to do 3 or 4 rounds, but he was absolutely devastating in them rounds, wasn't he? So I don't think it's going to be... Certainly that physique isn't old AJ. Certainly by physique. That physique doesn't look like old AJ to me. It's good though, isn't it? He looks in very, very pristic, very, very lean, doesn't he? Maybe it's just the angle of the picture, but he looks pretty lean. Look at this. Robert Garcia has pulled the bad guy out of Anthony Joshua. We'll have to wait and see. Johnson Matthews is saying this doesn't go the distance, no chance. Can I be honest with you? I'll say this now. I don't want to give too much away because I'll have a good look, right? But my initial thoughts about this fight is going to be cagey, believe it or not. I'm not falling into the into this war talk. Bombs away from round 1 and shit. I don't think so. I think it's going to be another. We'll see, but at the minute, I'm thinking it could be another cagey fight. I really do. I think it could be another cagey fight. Could be another cagey fight. There's Chris Andre. Shout out to Chris Andre Boxing. Hopefully get him on soon. It's to make you laugh. Look. Dave Caldwell discovered the chink in Alexander Usyk's armor that helped Tony Bellew and explains how Anthony Joshua may approach his rematch under Robert Garcia. Jesus fucking Christ. Ultra, why won't you do videos on YouTube anymore? Ultra, why is it that you keep taking long breaks from YouTube? Ultra, why is it that you don't want to do this anymore? Can you blame me? You read fucking articles like this. Can you blame me for not wanting to come back to social media? Dave Caldwell discovered the chink in Alexander Usyk's armor that helped Tony Bellew. Bellew did well, man, but Jesus Christ, I mean, you know, Usyk's susceptible to the right hand down the middle. We know that. Lead right hand down the middle he's susceptible to. Let's have a look. Here we go. This is Dave Caldwell. This is interesting. Darbs says, I'm back. Knew Sandy Ryan could win. Darbs, trust me, we were all watching it. All of us here were pinned to our screens watching Sandy Ryan versus Erica Farias. We were all literally glued to the fucking screen second by second. And yeah, we're really glad she won the fight. We're super glad. This is Dave Caldwell. I spent hours and hours watching him, blah, 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 blah. Let's have a look. I want to see what does Dave Caldwell say? I just want to quickly see here. He's talking about the Michael Hunter fight. He can be outboxed. Right. What's this nonsense? Sorry. Oh, it's nonsense. So I can't get to the actual point here. Talking about the bodywork, innit? Oh, it's just nonsense. All right, I'm gonna dash in a minute. I'm fucking gassing, as you can see. I'm not match fit yet, as you can see. I'm not match fit, but we'll see. AJ needs to win the fight inside and wear him down. Getting on the inside is the hard part. We'll have to wait and see. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it to the body either, Ultra. Seen him complain to the ref a few times of perfectly legit. I genuinely do think Anthony Joshua's got a genuine chance in the fight. Genuinely, I really do. I really do think Anthony Joshua's got a chance in the fight. I've been a huge fan of Alexander Usyk way before this riding started. Do you know what I mean? People just riding this guy non-stop. Been a big fan of Usyk, and I watched video of Usyk for quite a while. And when I mean I watched video of him, I watched video of him to use in my own training, not, you know, I'm not one of these fucking resume watchers. Do you know what I mean? Not doing film studies. I'm watching it from because I'm left-handed and he's left-handed. So I'm looking at what he's doing, and I'm a big fan of Usyk, but we'll see. I think we'll see. I'm kind of fucked on it because, like I said, I don't want to give away too much before we get going. So it is what it is. Big Guala says he has nothing but fear for Usyk. We saw it in the standoff. Usyk coming in looking like that's very, very interesting. Tyrone Wallace says Robert Garcia said Wilder would knock out Joshua in 3 rounds last year. Did he fucking say that? Let me see that. Let me quickly see that. His shit keyboard's not working. Oh my god. This is Bluetooth. That is worst. Actually, here we go. Let's put this in. Did he say that? Oh Jesus! Is that where it's come from? Right. It's come from here, yeah. Well, to be fair to Robert Garcia, I think he's saying, you can see here, look, Anthony Joshua fought scared, Wilder beats him, right? But now I think he's saying that. I think now he's saying something different, right? Because he's sorted out AJ's mentality. It is what it is. Anthony Van Wyck says, non-biased Usyk, salute you, dude. Mate, it is what it is, isn't it? I'm a huge fan of Usyk, but, it is what it is. Oh, my God. Varna Pugilist says, what are your thoughts on Johnny Nelson in his prime being able to give Usyk a run for his money? Johnny Nelson is a troll, like David Haye. Look, the 3 biggest trolls in UK boxing, yeah, is David Haye, Tyson Fury, and Johnny Nelson. They are the 3 biggest piss boilers in UK boxing. I can't believe people fall for that shit every fucking time. Can you believe it? These dudes, they say stuff. They don't even believe half the shit that comes out of their mouth. They just say it to get a reaction, and they enjoy it. But like I said before, it's people who are on universal credit and who haven't got better things to do with their time spend all day on Twitter just getting offended. But Johnny Nelson is taking the piss quite clearly. Johnny Nelson's taking a piss. I mean, either Johnny Nelson's taking a piss or Johnny Nelson needs a psychiatric evaluation / intervention ASAP. And I don't think Johnny Nelson needs a psychiatric intervention because Johnny Nelson's currently up in the guts of Kirsty Gallagher. All right about that, right? Johnny Nelson's still up in the guts of Kirsty Gallagher. So we know Johnny Nelson's got to have some sanity about him somewhere, yeah? So what's it going to be? It's either one of 3 things. Either Johnny Nelson suffering from CTE, that's option 1. Option 2 is that Kirsty Gallagher's vajazzle has some hallucinogenic chemicals in it. Right? So maybe Kirsty Gallagher releases hallucinogenic chemicals every time she's on the edge of, what. Or he's taking the piss. It's one of them 3. Pick one. One of them 3 things. I'm going with option 3. High Jump King says they broke up. Well, maybe there's option 4. Maybe Johnny Nelson's struggling to get over the breakup with Kirsty Gallagher and he's going through some kind of mental breakdown. That's option 4. But pick one. It's definitely one of them 4 now. It's definitely one of them 4. So now that I've done my Dr. Phil impression, it is what it is. Johnny Nelson. Johnny Nelson's on the piss, man. Johnny Nelson's on the piss. Big Guala says, what does Usyk have to do to make it clear that nothing's changing? Knock AJ out again. Do you know what? Let me say it in closing, right? Do you know, I find it so strange. For years and years and years, I got threatened with death for not believing in Anthony Joshua. Do you know that? Can you fucking believe it? For years and years and years, yeah, I got threatened with death and threatened with beatings and threatened people and people threatening to come to my house for not believing in Anthony Joshua. All right. Now, 3-4 years down the line, I'm the one having to convince these same people to believe in Anthony Joshua. It's fucking crazy. Do you know that? It's fucking crazy. If you'd have told me 3 years ago, I'll talk into the mic for this one because it is what it is. But I'll tell you what, look, I'll do this proper Jerry Springer style. Here we go. Get this up here. All right. We'll do this Jerry Springer style. If you'd have told me 3 fucking years ago, right, after all the abuse I've had from these rancid AJ fans, right, 3 years down the line, you guys ain't going to believe in Anthony Joshua, and I'm going to be trying to convince you that he's got a chance. I'd be saying, are you smoking crack? These guys believed he could walk through walls. I'm not going to mention the names, but we all know the names, innit? You guys know what I'm talking about. Press 1 if you know what I'm talking about, and press 2 if you don't. We all know the names of those people, right? And they literally thought Anthony Joshua could walk through walls. Do you remember we did that episode on Anthony Joshua merchandise, and we saw that some of these dudes had Anthony Joshua bed linen? Do you remember that? I'm joking. I'm googling it right now. Do you remember when we looked at the all the Anthony Joshua merchandise that people were buying? Look, here you go. Here you go. Look. This is the merchandise that people was buying, Anthony Joshua merchandise, 5-6 years ago. Look. AJ bedspread, look. AJ bedspread. 34.64. I'm not even joking. People are buying this stuff, AJ bedspreads and stuff. AJ pillowcase and shit. Look. I'm not joking. You can see it up on the screen, isn't it? Do you remember, yeah? Do you remember a couple of years ago? I used to talk to these people all the time on this channel, innit? Yeah, and I say, look, just calm down, innit? Do you remember, innit? I used to have these people coming at me all the time, innit? I say, look, just calm down, innit? He's all right. He's a good fighter. He's a good fighter, man. He's world class, but you need to calm down, innit? He's a good fighter, but you guys need to calm down, innit? This is what we were seeing, innit? Like Anthony Joshua bed linen and shit. What else is it? Look at this shit. Look. I'm not even joking. You can see it. People are buying this shit, man. Oh, man. I remember the good old days, man. We had to tell these dudes, look, he's a good fighter. Just chill, innit? Like, calm down. He's good. But he's got a lot of flaws in it. He's got a lot of flaws. Particularly when he gets hit and hurt. He goes to pieces. But he's got a lot of flaws. But he's a good fighter. Man, I'll tell you what, man. During his peak, man, his fans were just... They were unbelievable, weren't they? Anthony Joshua fans, like, during his peak. Do you know what I mean? During peak Anthony Joshua. Here's another bed set. Like, there was nothing that this man... If I'd have made a video making a case for Anthony Joshua solving world hunger and bringing about world peace, they believe it, It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. Look at this one. They're selling this one for £95. 95.64. Anthony Joshua duvet cover. Look at this. Look at this. Let's zoom in. Look at all the words that make up Anthony Joshua. This is hilarious. Look. Hold up. Let me get into this. Bomber Clark. Can you see the words here? Strength, Olympian, heavyweight. Why speed on here? Look, can you see they got speed? Why they got speed? Look at it. Can you see this word here and the right here? Speed. What's speed doing on here for? I'm trying to see if they got the word chin on here as well. Chin. I'm just taking a piss, but Look at this shit, man. Look at this shit, bro. Bro, these jokes just write themselves, man. Dude's buying this shit, you know. Olympian, puncher, Great Britain, unified. Look, someone's got "Stay Hungry." You guys can't see it. Got "Stay Hungry" written on here as well. They got fucking "Stay Hungry" written on here and shit. Stay hungry. Jesus Christ. Bro. Bro. Where are these dudes, man? Where are these dudes? Like, AJ needs you, man. That's all I gotta say, man. Don't give up on your guy just because he lost, man. These dudes, these Anthony Joshua fans, some of them give up a little bit too easy. These days, they be coming on my channel. Before it was Ultra, we're going to find out where you live and beat you up for saying that AJ can't beat Fury or Wilder. These days now, they be coming up to me going, Ultra, can he really win? I'll be like, yeah, believe in him. Look at this. Look. What about this one? This one looks nice. Look at this one. Stay hungry. Stay humble. £163 though. For an AJ blanket. Press 7 if you like this AJ blanket. Press 8 if you don't. I think it's a nice design. Stay hungry. Stay humble. And it's got 33 reviews, so someone's been buying it. Stay hungry. Stay humble. Is what it is, isn't it? If you'd have told me in it, 3 years later, Ultra Tech would be tucking these Anthony Joshua fans into bed with some sweet stories. Don't worry, he can still win this fight. Don't worry. I'd say you crazy. It's crazy, isn't it? How these fans switch, innit? But they don't believe in him, do they? Like his own fan base, like from what I've seen, just don't believe in him. Because I can't really, even online, I can hardly see anybody who thinks he can win a fight, you know, to be honest. I think he can win. I said from day one, I believe he can win the fight. I'm on record as saying I think he wins the rematch. I'm on record as saying that. But then again, when I say Anthony Joshua can win the rematch, why am I saying that? Am I giving you the real prediction? Am I giving you what's really in my head? Or am I just trying to jinx Anthony Joshua? We'll have to wait and see. I'll tell you in a couple of weeks' time. Because we do know sometimes I like to have a little mess around. Snazzy Azzy says, Ultra, serious question. If Joshua beats Usyk in Fury, where is he in your all-time great list? Just above Muhammad Ali. Just above Muhammad Ali. So we'll have to wait and see, but sad, isn't it? His fan base was unshakable 2-3 years ago when he was knocking over Kevin Johnson and shit. What, before we go, what would you say was peak AJ? Peak Anthony Joshua? What would you say? Charles Martin fight? Or Gary Cornish? What would you say? What would you say was peak Anthony Joshua? Like peak Joshua mania? Stay hungry. Stay humble. What would you say was peak Anthony Joshua? Was it Gary Cornish fight or was it Charles Martin fight? Jesus fucking Christ. That man could have walked on water, you know. It's crazy, isn't it? That man could have walked on water, taken a loaf of bread and one fish and fed 5,000 straight up. Winning the IBF was peak AJ beating Martin. It probably was, wasn't it? AJ Martin. Stay hungry, stay humble. Jesus. There was nothing that man couldn't do wrong, you know. Let me just see. You guys are saying there's Eddie Hearn beddling in as well. Is that true? Eddie Hearn beddling in. It's super strange, you know. You guys say, oh my God, what the fuck is this? Eddie Hearn pillow. £17.12. That can't be right. Who's selling that? Yeah, Seth. Jesus fucking Christ. Why would you sell that for on a pillow? Who wants that? Eddie Hearn saying, oh, go on then on throw pillow. 150 reviews. Are you fucking serious? A 150 people reviewed a pillow of Eddie Hearn's face on it. Nah, that can't be for this pillow, surely. It is what it is. Sorry about that. That really threw me. That's a load of bollocks, isn't it? Jesus, what about this one? Hold on. No. There was another one. You know what I'm looking for. Where's the other one? Not this one. What the fuck is this? Eddie Hearn member. Hold on. Where's the other one? This one here. What on earth is this? Can you see that? And what is that? And you guys are asking me why I won't come back to YouTube and make videos no more. You got me looking at fucking bollocks like this. What on earth is going on here? I'm trying to get a close-up of it. I can't find it. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm off now. That is it for me. That's the final straw. That's the final straw. Yeah? Can you guys see this on the screen? Can we all agree now to call it a day at that point? Yeah? Can we all agree now to call it a day? Yeah? All right. Yeah, let's call it a day.